Fighters from the 63rd Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces have tracked down and captured a Russian drone operator who had taken up a position in a forested area. The operation was carried out by the pilots of the brigade. First-person camera footage shared in social media shows the moment the Russian serviceman is captured. The Russian drone operator surrendered, without putting up resistance. In response to the Ukrainian fighter's demand to show his documents, the hostage said he did not have any as he was an ex-convict. "I came to the front from prison, I haven't eaten for 6 days," the Russian said. The General Staff of Ukrainian Armed Forces have reported a large number of combat engagements over the past day, including 158 engagements on one day, with more than a third in the Pokrovsk direction in eastern Donetsk region. It should be noted that Russia's losses exceed 1 million since the start of full-fledged invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Moreover, according to some reports, over 1,000 Russian servicemen are believed to be in Ukrainian captivity.
Помаленьку вирішили зробити міні-зачистку в себе в тилу, щоб бути впевненим в своїй безпеці. Натрапили на стежку, скажімо так. Ну я ж волиняка, я ж, можна сказати, в лісі родився. Ніяка тваринка так траву не буде проминати. Обережно підійшли, виявили. Ну, укриття 100% там підар.
Давай виходь сюди, сюди вилазь. Руки вверх. Руки вверх, я сказав, сюди виходь.
Ну, він почав здаватися, ну що.
Сюди йди, на відкриту місцевість. Вставай на коліна, лягай. Лягай. Стій так.
Риба, ти поняв, це той підар, який виходив.
Руки вверх тримай.
Я не стріляв ні в кого.
Все, добре, будеш жити, я обіцяю. Документи свої сюди викинь.
У мене нету, я зек.
Зек?
Він був зв'язківцем. 2 рації, 2 телефони, документи. Скоріше всього, що був старшої групи.
Коли останній раз в радійку виходив?
Сьогодні з утра. Я нічого, я жрачку ждав. Я не хавав уже 6 днів.
А чого я тебе розумію, а ти мене ні?
Не понял.
Ага. Володь, все, давай запаковуй все і ведемо його звідси.
Дали покурити, все геть. Відношення до його було, я б сказав, на вищому рівні. Зібрали всі його речі, повністю всю апаратуру, всю техніку.
Будеш послушним зараз, і водички поп'єш. Нехай каску вдягає, блядь, щоб на полонену не був схожий.
Іди, сюди прийшов, то дойдеш ще 50 метрів.
A Russian Ka-52 attack helicopter was reportedly shot down by friendly fire while attempting to repel a Ukrainian drone strike on Russian territory. The incident, which resulted in the loss of the helicopter and its crew, is believed to have occurred when a Russian fighter jet mistakenly identified the Ka-52 as an enemy UAV, the insider reports. A Ka-52 was shot down, unfortunately, with crew losses. It appears to have been hit by our own, a fighter jet engaged, and seems to have mistaken it for a UAV. Apparently, the helicopter was flying nearby and they struck the wrong target. The incident and its causes are currently under investigation, read a message circulated on one of the Russian Telegram channels. According to the insider, this marks at least the 17th documented case of Russian aircraft lost to friendly fire since the beginning of the war, and the second such incident in 2025. Citing its compiled data, the outlet reported that among the total losses are 12 fixed-wing aircraft, including 4 Su-35s, 3 Su-34s and 2 A-50 early warning planes, and 1 each of the Su-27, Su-30 and Il-22, as well as 5 helicopters, 2 Ka-52s, 1 Ka-29 and 1 Mi-24 and 1 Mi-8. This is at least the 17th known loss of Russian aircraft from friendly fire during the war and only the second in 2025. A total of 12 airplanes and 5 helicopters have been lost this way. The Ka-52, known by NATO's reporting name Hokum-B, is one of Russia's most advanced attack helicopters designed for reconnaissance and precision strikes. Recall recently, Russia shot down its own Su-30SM fighter jet over Crimea while its air defense was trying to intercept Ukrainian drones flying to the occupied peninsula and deep inside Russia overnight. Dmytro Pletenchuk, a spokesperson for the Ukrainian Navy, said. Pletenchuk said that the intercepted radio communications revealed that the pilot flying the fighter jet in the northwestern part of Crimea was killed after 2 engines caught fire. The enemy likely shot down its own multi-role fighter while repelling a Ukrainian drone attack using air defense systems, Pletenchuk told the Kyiv Independent. The Ukrainian drone attack appears to have hit a facility near the Vadeskoy airbase in Crimea, and the footages appear to show the oil depot nearby on fire, the Crimean Wind Telegram channel reported. Ukraine's special forces later confirmed that its drones inflicted damage on Vadeskoy's oil depot and a plant, attaching a video supposedly showing the attack from a drone view. The Russian Occupational Administration in Sevastopol has stayed silent on the possible consequences of the Ukrainian attack. Ukraine has deployed additional troops to the strategic eastern city of Pokrovsk in Donetsk region as small Russian infiltration groups intensify urban combat, according to official statements and multiple media reports. Meanwhile, the 7th Rapid Response Unit of the Ukrainian airborne troops said the occupiers who have entered the city are not trying to take hold, but intend to advance further north. In doing so, the enemy wants to disperse our defense forces and block land logistics corridors. President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that there is fierce fighting in the city and on the approaches to the city. Logistics are difficult, but we must continue to destroy the occupiers. He also confirmed that Russia has concentrated its main strike force against Pokrovsk. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed its assault groups were trying to advance near the train station in the city. Pokrovsk is considered by Ukrainian officials a key logistical hub in its defense of Donetsk region, with its road and rail links described by Reuters as the main supply lines under threat. What is currently observed is that the Russians are suffering significant losses in the battles for Pokrovsk. For this reason, some Russian units are even refusing to enter the battle. After capturing Avdiivka, a long-time Ukrainian stronghold located over 40 kilometers southeast of Pokrovsk, in February 2024, Russian troops have gradually advanced toward Pokrovsk, once a key Ukrainian logistics hub tucked away in a relatively safe part of Donetsk Oblast. Russian troops have surrounded Pokrovsk from 3 sides, leaving about a 15-kilometer gap for the Ukrainian military to bring in troops and supplies, according to the Ukrainian open-source battlefield monitoring group Deep State. All the bridges into Pokrovsk were blown up by the Russian military, and the evacuation of the wounded is nearly an impossible task. Senior Lieutenant Natalia Stoyko, the head of the medical services in the 5th Heavy Mechanized Brigade, deployed in the Pokrovsk sector, said at the A Person in the Army conference held in Kyiv in October. Stoyko said that the Ukrainian military lacks everything, from engineering equipment to engineers themselves, who could build temporary wooden bridges to allow evacuations. Western military experts who previously spoke to the Kyiv Independent said it would be crucial for Ukraine to withdraw timely when it stops tactically making sense for its troops to hold onto the city despite the crippled logistic routes. Despite lacking manpower, the Ukrainian military has repeatedly held onto cities that Russia was about to occupy. resulting in a chaotic last-minute withdrawal where the wounded were often left behind.